Earlier this month, a California federal judge blocked President Trump's June executive order, which suspends the issuance of certain non-immigrant visas, including the J1 visa, the L1 visa, and the H1B visa. In this video, I'm going to share with you the important details about this lawsuit that's currently in court, so stick around. Hi everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Michael Ashoori and I'm a U.S. immigration lawyer based in Los Angeles, California. At my law firm, we regularly post videos to make sure that you're up to date with what's happening in immigration. So if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now. Also, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up so that YouTube knows to share this video with more people. So let's get started. Earlier this month, a California federal judge blocked President Trump's June executive order. That June executive order basically suspends the issuance of certain non-immigrant visas, including the J1 visa, the L1 visa, and the H1B visa. As a quick overview, back in June, President Trump signed an executive order suspending the issuance of certain non-immigrant visas, such as the L1 visa, the J1 visa, and the H1B visa. Well, when that executive order was signed, a lawsuit was filed by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce as well as other organizations. Basically, these parties claimed that they would suffer tremendous harm as a result of this executive order. So as part of the lawsuit, there was a motion for a preliminary injunction to stop enforcement of the executive order. Well, the judge has ruled on that motion for a preliminary injunction and has sided with the plaintiffs. So based on the judge's ruling, the administration is blocked from enforcing the June executive order as it pertains to the plaintiffs of this case. Again, a very important point that I want to mention is that the judge in this case limited his ruling to apply to the plaintiffs of this case. He did not extend the ruling nationwide. Now I want to share my screen with you and go over some of the important points of the judge's opinion. Okay, everybody, pay attention to the highlighted section of the judge's opinion. And over here it says, indeed, there must be some measure of constraint on presidential authority in the domestic sphere in order not to render the executive an entirely monarchical power in the immigration context, an area within clear legislative prerogative. Such unrestricted authority would be contrary to Congress' explicit delegation of powers in foreign affairs and national security. So now I also want to share with you the ruling at the end of the opinion, which is really important. So it says here, accordingly, it is hereby ordered that defendants, their agents, servants, employees, and all others in active concert or participation with them are enjoined pending final judgment from implementing, enforcing, or otherwise carrying out Section 2 of Proclamation 10052 with respect to plaintiffs and with respect to the association plaintiffs, their members. Now, I just want to mention that Section 2 of Proclamation 10052 is the section of the executive order pertaining to the bans on the issuance of the L1 visa, the H1B visa, the J1 visa. That's the section that it's referring to. Now, let's continue. It also says, defendants, their agents, servants, employees, and all others in active concert or participation with them are enjoined pending final judgment from engaging in any action that results in the non-processing or non-issuance of applications or petitions for visas in the H, J, and L categories, which, but for Proclamation 10052, would be eligible for processing and issuance with respect to the plaintiffs and the members of the plaintiff associations. So I want to point out something really important here, which is this line right here that says, with respect to the plaintiffs and the members of the plaintiff associations. From that line, you see that this order is for the plaintiffs of the lawsuit. The order was not extended nationwide. And lastly, point number 3, it says this preliminary injunction shall take effect immediately and shall remain in effect pending trial in this action or further order of this court. Thank you guys for sticking around as I went through that opinion. Now I'd like to mention some important points. The first important point is I want to mention what this ruling does. Basically, what this judge has done is he's approved a motion for a preliminary injunction to enjoin the defendants from enforcing the executive order. I know that sounds very confusing, so I'll try to simplify it. Basically, this judge has prevented the Trump administration from enforcing the June executive order as it applies to the plaintiffs of this case. The second important point that I want to mention, and I know it's going to sound repetitive, but I'd like to make clear that the judge's ruling in this case is limited to the plaintiffs of this case. It is not extended nationwide. It's limited to the plaintiffs of this case. The third important point that I'd like to share with you is that although this judge's ruling does not extend nationwide, this ruling still represents a significant blow to the June executive order. And the possibility still exists that at some point in the future, this executive order could be blocked nationwide. We're going to closely monitor to see any developments with this June executive order. And the fourth important point that I want to share with you is that if you are interested in applying for an H1B visa or a J1 visa or an L1 visa, and you feel that you are precluded from doing so because of the June executive order, you should know that there are multiple exceptions to still apply for your H1B visa or your J1 visa or your L1 visa, even though this June executive order exists. So you want to make sure to look into these different exceptions to see if you fit into one of those categories, which would allow you to still apply for your visa in spite of the executive order. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you found this information extremely helpful. If you know anybody that could benefit from this information, please feel free to share this video with them. Again, if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe to stay in the loop with all the videos that we're posting. If you have any questions about this video, feel free to drop them in the comments below. If you like this video, give us a big thumbs up. Thanks again, and I will see you on the next video.